begin with Rodions Kurucs, who got his second start of the season against Oklahoma City. And despite the fact that he had a slow start to the year, he has been coming on as of late. You could see it just in his movements and the confidence of which he's been playing on both ends of the floor, the type of activity that...
At forward 6'9" from Latvia, number 00, Rodions Kurucs. Guard.
For the Nets, trying to snap a 7-game losing streak. They will once again go with Rodions Kurucs at one forward spot. Garrett Temple out of the lineup tonight. Kurucs starting his second consecutive game. Fourth quarter couldn't hang on.
And that's a big part of this team, just continue tough shot. And that's what you want to do with Adebayo, not allow him to get deep and seal you down under.
Joe Harris curling, cut off. Kurucs a three. And the Nets with a 3-0 lead.
Big time. And Rodions Kurucs, throughout the course of the past few weeks, just looks different offensively in the way he's confidently stepping into shots.
7% from behind the arc. That was his 11th made three. Could it be 12? Yes! 2 threes in a row to start the game for Rodi.
And you mentioned Rodi's numbers, and even in the early part of the season, it was not so much about his lack of efficiency. It was just not taking the shots.
Well, the Heat have not made a bucket.
You can tell they are locked in.
Reached there by Rodions Kurucs. Kurucs against Butler. Here's Kurucs, couple of threes.
Just smooth-looking shot, and for Kurucs again, it's the ability to catch square and shoot. The bench, you better believe, loves it. Kyrie's got his dance moves going. It certainly helps in knocking down three-point shots when you're getting some clean looks.
Dinwiddie, Kurucs again. Yes, again. Rodions Kurucs. The Nets a perfect 5 of 5 from behind the arc. Play the long ball, Jimmy Butler doesn't need to.
Works the mid-range game.
Oh, it won't go.
Went to the bucket. The Nets looking good. 10-point lead here in the first. Rodions Kurucs has come out of the gates firing and doing so effectively, making himself available for a lot of these drive and kicks, confidently stepping into these three-point shots. And for Kurucs getting his third start now of the season, you could just see in his movements and the way in which he has had so much fluidity to what he's doing on both ends of the floor. And Grady, I understand you got a little bit more for us on Kurucs. Got a chance to catch up with him.
Yes, Coach talked to him a little bit earlier. Indeed, we know Rodi fell out of the rotation earlier this season, was sent to Long Island. A move Rodi originally views that as a setback, but he told me earlier, in the end, it was the best thing for him. He was able to find his rhythm, rebuild his confidence. He really struggled in the early going with focus and meeting rising expectations following a strong rookie season. But again, he told me he's regained his confidence, feels more comfortable finding his rhythm in the starting lineup, given the fact he started 46 games last season, CC. And we also know, CC, that Rodi has the ability to get under the skin of opponents. I asked him about that earlier, too. He said he's taken a step back, not doing that as much this season. He had about 8 technicals last season, and he told me it's costing him too much money.
Well, it's the bottom line, Mike.
He wants to be himself, but he's pulled back on that just a little bit.
Well, you know, it's interesting because he's guarding Jimmy Butler in this game. And remember, Butler is the second best three-point shooting team in the NBA, just 3 of 13 in this game, but they lead by 8. Kurucs again. Won't go. 2 points in the paint. 10 more than the Nets. Kurucs broke that up. Talking about some of the greats in their final game as a lob for Kurucs. Right there. The Nets showed a little life here in the second quarter. But
off of that play, and then Spencer Dinwiddie.
Watch the fan rush to the left of the basket stanchion. He knows it.
Right there.
He knows it.
He's ready.
He's excited. Right there.
Yeah.
Nobody else even reacted. He was way ahead of him. There he is. Got some good seats. And Prince got off to a great start against Oklahoma City. They pulled off. Nets really need him as an X factor. And now Butler once again will go to the free throw line. This Kurucs called. Still trail by 10. Dragic missing. Kurucs snatches it down. Hurt with Dinwiddie here. Prince a 3. Rebounded by Kurucs. No, I was talking about me. Although, do you remember the Flintstones?
I do.
Bam Bam, Fred and Wilma. Butler did it, missing it. Butler was not one of the characters in the Flintstones. Rodions Kurucs called for the foul. You know what our buddy Bill Raftery might say?
What would he say?
Nickel time. Very differently late. Kurucs knocks down a three. Rodi's fourth three in 5 attempts. The Nets on a 7-0 run to get within 5.
And even has to hit quickly. The tempo and the pace that they get into their half-court offense, that makes a difference. And that helps Kurucs get along with these scoring opportunities has been his distribution.
Nets force a turnover. Kurucs to the rim, won't go. But Rodi's going to get free throws. That last foul on Kurucs was his 4th. He remains in the game. He's got a season-high 14 tonight.
Well, and look at this, just getting ahead. And for Kurucs to be able to run the floor, you talk about all the things, coming in and playing your role in doing what Coach Atkinson and the staff asks of you. And that's exactly what Kurucs has been.
First made free throw for the Nets in 4 attempts. And the first net other than Spencer Dinwiddie to attempt a free throw tonight. Rodi way short on the second. Nets are
far in this one.
Hero finds Jones. And Kurucs runs it down for Brooklyn. Dinwiddie from Bushwick. Missed it, but a rebound. Luwawu-Cabarrot finds Kurucs.
There you go. And for Luwawu-Cabarrot just staying with that play. Again, we're starting to see the Nets do a better job of offensive rebounding. You said it before. You know he can.
Only his 6th made 3 of the year.
I mean, he's only played 7. This is only his 8th game this season.
Kurucs, he's been confident tonight. That's 19, a season high for Rodi. Free throw, got it. It's a 4-point game. 3.7 seconds to go. Miami's out of timeouts. Dragic, Butler, one last gasp. And that's it. The Nets end their 7-game losing streak with an unlikely win on a night where they're shorthanded. They beat